Okay, good morning to all of you. Just let me know if you can listen to me very well. If you can't, I'm gonna be like very good. So hope you're okay right there, right? Let me see. So guys, we have to start right now with our class. I hope you can learn something new today, right? Something meaningful. You can say, well, I have learned something new, something that I didn't know early in the morning. I hope so. Today we're gonna be like recalling some basic concepts from second grade, I think, when we were attending second grade, the Spanish lessons. So I hope you will be learning something new today. Thank you for being here early in the morning. I know this group is very um, different, right? Because there are some students who are very punctual every Saturday, and I like that. I let me see. Okay, just letting to know you right about our laboratory or quiz. Just give you an extension for uploading your video for this coming Friday 8, I think, because I received some messages from some of your classmates right during the week that they're having some problems, some personal issues. And well, we have to be flexible, right? When it is possible, right? Because not always is possible to be so flexible, but in this case, I think that we are just in the middle of this second period. We're having this coming week, right? To upload it. If you haven't, you can do it. But if you haven't, that's okay, right? Because you have finished. You can continue studying or working in other activities. No, you don't need to add anything else, right, to the quiz. The same indication just for uploading it. Don't worry. You don't need to add anything else. You just need to follow the indication that I assigned to you, right, in the previous classes. And that's it that you have to do. Well, if you had finished, as I said before, you are totally free, right, to continue working on other activities or uh, things related to your own career. So guys, for this coming Saturday, for the next one, I think that we have to go to the university. I will be asking about it. And if it is true, so we have to return back, right, this coming Saturday. So today we're going to be working on this topic, phonological awareness, because here, this is not a complicated topic, you will see it, but you have to pay attention, right, about this topic. Because in Spanish, this is like la conciencia fonológica. So we have to study this today, and I hope you're gonna be working, right? I mean, you're gonna be learning something because here you're gonna be like understanding the importance of every part of the words, every movement, right? Every phoneme, every letter, every blending sound. So every aspect of these are part of phonological awareness. Sometimes we don't pay attention to this part, and this is when we commit some mistakes, right? When we are speaking, especially when we want to transmit our ideas to others. I know maybe we're not gonna be able or capable to speak like a native speaker at the end of our career, and this is something that we have to take into account. But we can try to modulate our tone of voice, our pronunciation, and we can sound better every single day, right? So this is the phonological awareness to be able to understand that every part of every word is important to pronounce well, and every letter transmits sounds. I know you have this previous knowledge from the previous classes. that we have been attending during this semester. And you will be understanding this topic quickly, I know, today, because you have been paying attention, right? But I am very worried for some of you who are not paying attention sometimes to the classes. And I said this because you are asking some questions during the week and things that I have already mentioned here. And I say, well, maybe they are not paying attention or they are just connected to the class, but they are not in the class, right? At the end, remember, it's up to you. It's going to be your own problem because this is part of your that's it. Well, so let's start right with this topic. Remember that in the previous topic we already finished the rhythm, the intonation, and the word stress, and also the minimum pairs, right? Four topics last month. Well, I hope you have been learning something, and I hope you have done a great job recording your videos or searching the information, right, to record the videos. I will be watching the videos this coming vacation because I'm not pretending to go out because of my leg, right? So the only thing that I'm gonna be doing is just checking homeworks, checking activities. That's good. I like that. But I hope you have done your best, right? Recording those videos and looking for the information. Remember, that's the most important part. And at the same time, that you show yourself, right, through the videos that you are not reading, that you are just speaking because that's the purpose. If you are just reading like this, right, well, maybe your grade is not gonna be the one that you are expecting right now. Sometimes this is a big problem with the students. They are expecting to have a good grade because they record video, the 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Well, and they say, well, I'm gonna be getting a 10 or maybe a 9. But they are just reading the information and it's very noticeable for me, right? Um, I'm a teacher and I know when you're reading and you're just saying something which is in your papers or maybe in the computer. I know that's all right. I know that sometimes just activate the camera, but you're reading. So we have to be very careful about it. How it is right. Try not to read. Try to study because at this point you're gonna be letting me know that you are trying. But if you're just reading, well, maybe your grade is not gonna be what you're expecting, right? Because you want it for a year, and some of you are in fourth year, I think, and you have to start coming into someone different, trying to handle the topics. Yes, this is the idea. Remember, if you start reading, if you start uh, working hard, memorizing words, internalizing vocabulary, you're gonna be becoming into someone better in the future. And we as teachers, right, we can notice that. We can understand when our students are doing their best. So we can measure their own level. When we're speaking with some of our students, right, we say, well, this guy needs to study more and need to push himself, right, and to acquire more vocabulary, more phrases, structures, or handle structures to speak. And we notice when our students are working hard, we say, oh, that student is working really hard. Maybe he or she is um, studying every day, and reading articles, new things, right? And I will be watching your videos and I hope you have been doing your best. So let's continue with this class. Remember, this is our topic. Let me see. 22 students and 23 with me. Nice. See, phonological awareness, as I said before, in Spanish is like la conciencia fonológica. is when you are just paying attention to every part of the sentence, but not to the structure, right? But to the sounds. Because every single word, every single letter into the word, right, transmits a specific sound. And that's phonological awareness. Today you are gonna be learning something, right? And well, when we started this class, we were just 10 students, right? 10 people connected. And I said that I hope that you can learn something new today. I hope that you can say at the end of the class, at the end of the lesson, well, I have learned some concepts that I didn't know before to this class, and now I know it, right? Why? Because remember, every day, remember, every class you attend, remember, you're gonna be the teacher. Maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, I don't know. But you're gonna be the teacher. You're gonna be there. You're gonna students. Well, the last day, well, yesterday in the morning, I was watching um, some picture from one of my students at the university. He's now a graduator. He's working right now in a private school. He started working in a private school this year. He's very good in the language. And I said, what? He's trying, right? He's starting. I'm so glad for my students because they are doing their best. They are starting with reducing the knowledge they have acquired into the university. And I hope you are understanding this idea, right? That you're going to be doing the same. Every day you attend a new class, try to learn something from the class. Try to watch the teacher, try to assimilate positive aspects and learn it. Because in this way, you're putting something new and positive to your own professional career every day. I did this. Many of my classmates did the same. We study, we learn something from the class. I know sometimes there are many details during the class that are not so important. Right? Some details which are not so important and we just skip it. Right? That's okay. I understand it. But there are some concepts that are very crucial. In those concepts, I need to handle. Not because I want to get a good grade or just because I want to get 10, right? No, because I will be reproducing this maybe into the kindergarten, maybe, or maybe at the university. Who knows? If you are focused on working at the university, well, do it. If you want to work in a private school or in a public school, you have to handle this topics as well. Today, we're going to be working on some concepts and we will be watching a video from a teacher in kindergarten, and then at the end, right, we're having an activity. This activity is about a reading activity or economy. So let's start. It says in here, well, this is the same concept, right? Remember, 44 sounds approximately. This is our learning competence. Well, I have been talking about this, right? Beginning of this lesson. And the most crucial, I think, is you can learn something new today, something positive. You can say at the end, right? Well, today I have learned something new and I'm so glad for it. So phonological awareness is this. Pay attention to this, right? And if you don't understand something because today is just theory, I know I'm not bringing to you a lot of examples or exercises like in the previous classes, right? I know you're accustomed to see some examples, some activities, some readings, some total activities, right? In many things, but today we'll have to handle the concepts, the theory. If you don't understand something right or any word, any specific word, please just raise your hand and ask to me, right? And I will be trying to help you to understand. But phonological awareness is this, is the ability to recognize and manipulate the spoken part of sentences and words. Remember that if when we talk about segments or sentences or part sentences, we have to take into account that in the spoken language we have the speech acts. The speech acts are these, right? The segments. the sounds that every letter reproduce when you speak. And also we have this part in the written section or the written language, and we know that they are called a part of speech. Got it? And, I think you have learned this before. The apparent speech in the written language are useful for determining the specific word or the specific use of the word. But in this case, we're talking about the spoken language. So we have to recognize the sounds that every letter reproduces. And we have to be able to understand and manipulate the sound that every letter reproduces, linking to another letter. And then we have to manipulate or recognize the sounds that those combinations reproduce uh, to complete that, to have a complete morpheme at the end. So here you have an example. Being able to identify words at time, recognizing alliterations. We're going to be working about this later on. Segmenting a sentence. We also have this concept, right? Very well detailed into words, identifying the syllables in a word, and blending and segmenting onset rhymes, the most sophisticated and the last to develop. It's called phonemic awareness. So every part, right? At the end, it's like every letter reproduces a single sound, and every letter, when you combine that letter to other letters, reproduce another sound called blending sounds, and those blending sounds, which are phonemes, um, becomes into morphemes, and morphemes become into words. And you can have morphemes representing those words. Maybe right now you are a little bit confused, right, with this explanation, but I want to be very detailed for you, okay? Hasta ahorita, ¿entendieron algo de lo que les dije? ¿O lo confundí? Cada letra representa un sonido. Si combinamos letras, tenemos distintos sonidos, ¿verdad? De esas letras. A eso se le conoce como blending sounds. Esos son fonemas. Si yo tengo fonemas, puedo tener morfemas. Y si tengo morfemas, puedo tener palabras. Y cada palabra tiene grafemas. ¿Entendieron eso? ¿Entienden esas palabras? Do you remember those words when you were in second grade or not? Do you remember something about this? Or maybe from your previous subject, right? You attended one subject for this one, pronunciation. Maybe you learned something about this in that subject? Yes or no? Are you listening to me? Hello there. Let me see. Okay. Yes, nice. Muy bien. Pues de eso vamos a hablar ahora, ¿verdad? De morfemas, de fonemas, de grafemas, de blending sounds, de segmenting, bueno, sílabas ya hablamos, and alliteration concepts, también todos esos términos que necesitamos dominar. Que son términos que son bien comunes, la verdad, no son muy complicados. But we have to, right? We have to handle all of them, all of them. So continue. Pay attention to this one. Let me see. Yes, this one. The tiger jumps across the river. Sentence words, syllables, and phonemes. In here you find some syllables, right? I explained to you how to count the syllables in English. And I said that if you want to understand the syllables in English language, you have to count the sounds that you're having, right? The vowel sound you have in a word. Okay, like the, one, right? Tiger, two, chance, one, cross, two, down one, river, two. Got it? So then you have this classification of words. The tiger jumps across the river. You can classify those words into the part of speech. You can say adjectives, nouns, verbs, preposition, adjectives, noun, right? Then you can say, well, I had some phonemes in here. Yes, you had a lot of phonemes right there because every letter represents one sound and every blending sound represents a sound as well. Then you had the graphemes right there representing the words. Very good. This is a phonological awareness. Maybe it's not so easy right at the beginning, but at the end, it's very possible to learn it. Repito, tenemos una oración que es The tiger jumps across the river. Cuando hablamos de phonological awareness, yo tengo que, en español les dije que era como la conciencia de la fonología, ¿verdad? Es decir, clasificar cada uno de los sonidos, así como las part of speech que tienen cada oración, se clasifica, ¿verdad? The tiger jumps across the river. If someone asks to me, right, if I can classify every word, I can say, yes, the adjective, tiger, noun, jumps, verb, intransitive verb, plus preposition, the adjective, and river, noun. Let me see. Exactly, very good. It's very similar to analyze the sentence, but related to phonetic aspect. Excellent. But here, I have to classify it according to the syllables that every word has. For example, that just one, right? I just classify the syllables. Then I have to classify the phonemes. And I have to remember that phoneme plus phoneme is equal morpheme. Morpheme is the blending sounds, and morpheme plus morphemes has words, and every word has some graphemes. Así se clasifica el phonological awareness. ¿Cómo? Entendiendo las sílabas. Bueno, tengo una oración. Yo puedo ir bien lejos acá y decir, tengo una oración y la clasifico entre sus partes del lenguaje. En este caso, adjetivo, sustantivo, verbo intransitivo, preposición, adjetivo, sustantivo. ¿Cuántas sílabas? Cuento. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tiene fonema. Bueno, los fonemas es la parte más pequeña de la palabra. Por lo tanto, el fonema es cada letra. Cada letra puede tener un morfema. ¿Qué es un morfema? Un blending sound. Un morfema es la combinación. Ahí hay varias combinaciones de vocales y combinación de consonantes para que cuando ocurre el morfema más morfema se forma la palabra y cada palabra tiene un grafema. Un grafema es lo que ya hemos estudiado que es la simbología. Ese es el grafema. Are you understanding the class? Are you understanding the topic? Yes. ¿Están entendiendo hasta ahorita? Estoy tratando de ir bien despacio para que me entiendan bien, ¿verdad? Un solo. Como les digo, es una clase que yo sé que la recuerdan quizás allá en el fondo, ¿verdad? Allá como quien dice, sí, esa clase como cuando estaba como por séptimo grado, así más o menos recuerdo a la profesora de lenguaje que hablaba de esas cosas. Pues sí, es que los maestros de inglés son como maestros de lenguaje pre-inglés. So continue. Pay attention to this one. It says, phonemic awareness is the ability to notice, right? Or this different phonemic awareness. Notice, think about, and work with the individual sounds, phonemes. Por eso le decía, cada palabra tiene fonema. El fonema es la parte más pequeña de la palabra. Eso significa sonidos individuales, es decir, cada letra. In spoken words, this includes blending sounds. Estos son los morfemas. Segmenting words into sounds, que se convierten en palabras, and deleting and playing with the sound in spoken words. Phonological awareness, PA, right, involves a continuum of skills that develop over time and are crucial for reading and spelling success because they are central to learning to decode and spell printed words. Guys, I think you are understanding. So continue. Pay attention to this one. Vamos a prestar atención ahora al fonema. Cualquier duda, ¿verdad? Ya saben. Phonema. This is the phoneme, right? The phoneme is the smallest unit of spoken language sounds. Vowels, consonants, things that you can represent the phoneme, like vowels or like consonants. Right, using the IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet System. Por ejemplo, VAS. En este ejemplo, si ustedes se fijan en el primero, VAS, tenemos que representarlo. Bueno, si vemos la palabra VAS, ¿verdad? Nosotros diríamos, bueno, ¿cuál es la palabra? ¿Cuál es la unidad más pequeña de la palabra VAS? Es la representación de cada letra. ¿Ok? Pero no el símbolo. Porque el símbolo probablemente, como en Jira, que es la segunda, ¿verdad? Va a tener otro tipo de sonido cuando veamos el símbolo. A eso se le conoce como grafema. Por lo tanto, no hay que confundir el fonema con el grafema. El fonema es cada letra que produce un sonido. It's every letter that produces the sound. And that letter can be represented by a symbol, right? And that symbol is called grapheme. So let's do this one. Phonemes plus phonemes is equal morphemes. What is a morpheme? A meaningful morphological unit language that cannot be further divided. For example, in, come, mean, forming, incoming. You got it? Lo explico nuevamente. Si alguien no ha entendido, ¿verdad? Phoneme is the smallest unit of the word. In other words, is the letter. But if you combine that phoneme, I mean, one letter and another letter, you have a morpheme or a blending sound. For example, in the case in incoming, you have 3 different morphemes, and they are in prefix, root, com, and the ing suffix. If you combine those morphemes, you have one word, sorry. For example, morpheme plus morpheme, words. Excellent. Yes. Phoneme letters, excellent. And if you combine those letters, you have morphemes. And if you combine those morphemes, you have words. Now you understand? Now every word has its own graphemes. Ahí está la fórmula. ¿Entendieron? Did you understand? That's until this moment. Yes or no? Hope yes, right? I didn't find this topic so complicated, and I hope you are like acquiring knowledge. Let me see. Joanna Gonzalez, are you understanding the topic? You can write, right? If you don't want to speak, it's okay. You can write. Well, I think Joanna is not in class, right? Maybe. Let me see another person. Let me see. Fatima Patricia, are you understanding the topic, Fatima Patricia? I will be asking you, remember, I enjoy asking my students about the lesson. Well, it's not here, okay. You have written something here. Yes, nice. Just for summing up, right? Phoneme plus phoneme, morphemes. What is a phoneme? Phoneme is small unit of the word. Simple words, letters. Letters plus letter, morphemes. Morphemes, combinations of letters, means blending sounds. If you put those morphemes together, you have a word. And that word has its own grapheme. Graphemes, symbols. Symbols, IPA. Something that you learn in the first period. I think you are understanding this. If you're not, please let me know it. Okay, here you have some graphemes, the examples of grapheme, right? How many graphemes in the word through? Well, you'll find three. You got it? Just three, right? You represent every phoneme for its symbol. Okay, phonics. Don't forget about this concept, right? Of phonics. Phonics is knowing how letter names and phonemes relate to each other, also known as letter sounds corresponds. Grapheme, phonemes corresponds. Wait a minute. Estaba preocupado que no había guardado esto. So now we're going to be working on phonological awareness. And you're having a problem to understand this. Let me see. Have some messages right here. Yes, excellent. This is about the structures of words and how to divide them, about symbols. Yeah, but not only about the symbols, right? Remember, it's a classification of words according to its sounds. And at the end, about the symbols, right? Using the IPA, very good. Just add the sounds. Let me see. In this one, would you say phonemes is equal letters? Exactly. Morphemes is equal symbols? Nope. Morphemes is equals combinations of letters. In other words, blending sounds. Graphemes equal symbols. Let me see. Nice. Got it. Very good. Excellent. So now we have to continue with phonological awareness. This one, it says auditory skills of phonological awareness. The ability to hear and discriminate. This is something that we have been working on it very hard, I think. Remember in the previous classes about minimal pairs, we were working on this, right? We were like trying to understand every single sound just in different forms. For example, here you find, oh, this is the ability to hear, right? To perceive the sounds and to discriminate the meaning. This is something that happens when you are speaking with someone else or when you are just listening to something, right? For example, in the topic. Well, do you have some activities for this topic for the previous classes, and you were working on it? I know very hard, and I hope you like it, right? Now you find here map or mat starting sorts will import linear chaos, right? So here we just choose the auditory skills according to phonological awareness. That is to hear or to pay attention to the word, to listen very well, the word, to perceive the meaning, and then to discriminate, right, according to the context. Something is okay. Here you find this one, the ability, well, auditory and visual skills. The ability to hear and discriminate phonemes require adequate auditory skills and auditory perceptual skills. The ability to see and discriminate reversible letters require equate visual skills and visual perceptual skills. Well, this is not so complicated because, well, this is something that happened maybe in the reading part. When you're reading, you start trying to assimilate or internalize the word, right? Every phoneme you understand. Well, it's like the word practice and practice with S, right? You know the difference between practice and practice? Practice with C and practice with S. You know the difference? Maybe, right? In Spanish, another word very similar to this one is like when you see the vision of the university, you find two different kind of words. I think it is the vision. Um, actitud y aptitud. Well, here, maybe you are not just listening to the word, you are watching the word, got it? You are trying to perceive the concept, the meaning, and to discriminate according to the context. Okay, rhyme and alteration, sentence segmentation, syllable blending, and segmenting onsets. For these words we're going to be working here. Yes, this one. What is this, right? What is segmenting and blending sounds? I mean, segmenting refers to the ability for breaking the word up into its sound. That's segmenting. Segmenting is very similar to or the same as phoneme. For example, say the word fan. When I segment it, it sounds like F-U-N. You got it? It's not sounding like fun because you are segmenting the word. You are dividing the word for its phoneme. So you have there the word fan, but you're not gonna be reading this one like fan. You're gonna be reading this like F-U-N. This is like when someone asks you to spell your name or your last name, right? This is something that you learn your first year at the career. Your teacher said, how do you spell your name? And your name is Pedro, and you say P-E-D-R-O. So you segmented the noun Pedro. So this is segmenting, right? The ability to breaking the word up into its sounds. Then you find the blending sounds. Sound blending is the ability to hear words from individual sounds by blending the sounds together in sequence. You got it? To put it together, right? That's what you are doing. You have here an example, an easy example like M of M. You put it together, blending sound. An ending, right? The word an ending. I'm gonna be writing this one here. Let me see. If I write the word into it more things, right? If I say, well, I had the word, I'm gonna be blending this word. I'm gonna be doing here what I am very very slow. I have segmented the word and ending. You got it? Then I can say, well, now I want to get the blending sound. Whoa, the blending sounds very good. You got it? And those blending sounds can put it together to form the word an ending. Okay? You got it? Yes, right? That's the purpose. Okay, once again, here you find the word an ending, right? Well, our word is this one. Wait a minute. Our word is this one. An ending, right? This is an adjective. Okay, like an ending love. One of my favorite words is an ending, right? This is an adjective, an ending. Well, I have to segment it because someone can say, how do you spell that? Easy. I have to segment it, and this is what I did before, right? Here, I have already segmented. You got it? I have segmented every phoneme. Now you're not gonna be reading this like an ending. You're gonna be reading this like UNENDING. Got it? Because you had segmented. Then I said to use the blending sounds to add the morphemes. Let me see. The blending sounds are this one, because the blending sound represent what? Represent the prefix, represent the root word, and represent the suffix. You got it? The blending sounds in here are UN, right? And in the case of the root word, and the ing, which is the suffix. Those are the blending sounds, because I have put some segmented letters together to form some morphemes. And those morphemes can create a single word. And the word is an ending. You got it now, Celine?
Yes, Mr. Now, yes.
Very good. Okay, continue. So here you have this example, right? And I have already explained this in the chat for everybody can see it. But at the end, right, just some of you asked questions, both Celine, right, Marisol, Cindy are always asking me something or participating. Sometimes Joanna, but today she's not participating. And that's it. And then I have to ask you, right, to say something. Guys, this is your opportunity, remember. This is your class, your hour. If you want to say something, you can say it. If you want to ask something, you can ask it. If you want to participate, you can do it. Don't worry about mistake, because I'm gonna be laughing about someone. Okay, I am very respectful, and I lie when I love when my students are participating. I never laugh about my students. Let me. So continue, and here you have an example. Maybe I cannot click here or play the video right here, but I will be taking you to, oh, I can. Very good. Having noticed. Wait a minute. Sharing the sounds, and now you can listen. Pay attention to this one, please. Here you will be understanding the importance of blending sounds when you are teaching to kindergarten.
Good afternoon, kindergartners. This is Mrs. Baker. I have really missed listening to you read and getting to do your phonics since we haven't been in school for a couple of days. So I thought we could make this video, and that way I can continue to read with you, and you could maybe send me some videos. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to go get your blend book. It's located in that package, that yellow envelope that I gave your mom with all of your schoolwork in it. Your mom can pause this video, and then you can go get your book, and then we can get started, okay? All right. So your book is going to be open like this, and then what you're going to do is you're going to fold the page back like that, and we're going to get started on page number 4. All right, and so we're going to read these blend ladders. We're going to go up the blend ladder saying the short sound, and then we're going to go down the blend ladder saying the long sound, okay? So do you remember what this consonant says? It says l, like for lamp, okay? But we're not going to say l, I, or l, I. We're going to blend it together and say li, or lie, okay? So remember, we're going to go up saying the short sound and go down saying the long sound. Are you ready? All right. Li, la, la, le, la. Okay, now we're going to go down saying the long sound. Lay, lit, sorry, messed up. Lay, lee, low, loo, lie. All right, let's go back up the blend ladder saying the short sound. Li, la, la, le, la, and down saying the long sound. Lay, li, lo, lu, lie. Very good. I hope you're reading with me. All right, we're going to turn the page over or turn the book over, and now we're going to read page 5. All right, do you remember what the letter T says? What it sounds like? It says T. And remember, that's a consonant. These are consonants with vowels. All right, so that says ta or te. We're not going to say t-a or t-a. It's ta. Now, te. All right, ready? You do it with me, all right? Ta, te, ti, ta, ta. Very good. All right. Now we're going to go down like saying the long sound. Ta, tu, to, tie, ti, te. All right, very good. You guys, I hope you're reading with me. I really want to hear you reading to me and giving me a video, okay? So I look forward to reading with you some more.
Okay, guys. I hope you have learned today about blending sounds. You can see the importance of them, right? You could notice right there how the teacher was using the blending sounds into different forms. Long pronunciation and in short pronunciation. That method is called the letters. Sorry, the ladders. The ladders, not the letters, the ladders. This is the method, right? The ladders. You can watch a lot of videos about this on YouTube. If you want, right? If you want to continue learning about this one. This is something that I have experienced in some institutions in San Miguel. And I can tell to you that around El Salvador and the United States, they are using the same method. Not only this teacher, but many teachers around our country in United States, right, or in Europe, we are using this method to teach kindergarten. That's what I say that this topic today is very related to this one, to these kids. So maybe one day you're gonna be reproducing this class, right? But better than me, I know, because every person is very different. Every person has their own abilities to reproduce samples, to reproduce sounds, to reproduce the class, and many things, right? Let's see. Okay, continue with our class, right? If you don't have any questions so far, but if you have a question, please ask me. Just one parenthesis. Just one parenthesis. Guys, remember that in the second block, you're having a forum. In that forum, you can participate. What you're gonna be doing is very simple. You have to write the difference between two things. You have to write it, but you have to read something before, right? Because according to our indication, it says you have to read something. You're gonna be watching this, right? 9 o'clock. Okay, got it. I read it. Don't worry. So as I said, right, I was telling to you, you have to participate in that forum. Why? Because you don't know, but maybe that forum means extra points for you, right? Maybe. And secondly, I will be reading your opinions. That it's free. I didn't attach any expire date. You can you can participate today, right? Today in the afternoon, tomorrow, or during the week. And you have to try to do it because I will be reading, I will be taking into account, believe me, this is just part of your process. You have a recorded video right there as well. You can watch the recorded video about the sure that's gonna be very helpful for you. And well, and you're gonna be having the whole week to upload your video. If you haven't recorded, you can do it. You have an extra week to do it. Just 3 groups have already uploaded the video. That's good. But if you want to check it once again, if you want to change something, you can do it. Don't worry. You can upload it once again if you want. So continue with the class. It says in here, letter sounds correspondence. So the experts estimate that the number of speech sounds or morphemes in the English group vary from 40 to 52. For the purposes of teaching students, most estimates are about 44. This is what we studied before, right? We say, well, we're having 44 sounds in the English alphabet. Good. In learning to read and write, students learn more than 100 spellings, graphemes, for these phonemes. Here you have more explanation about this. The largest division of phonemes is consonants or vowels. Consonant diarrhea, consonant blend. Consonant diarrhea, you can see right here, two consonants that represent one sound, like the PH, like the LG, like the KN. So you're having two different kind of consonants, but representing just one sound. The second one that says consonant blend is the combination of sounds of two or more consonants so that they are clustered together, or they are putting together, or they are stick together, like in B and L and bowl, and C and L and spool. This blending sound we already learning and practice at the beginning of this semester. Remember at the university, I presented to you, I introduced to you some charts, and I brought with me my speaker, I remember, and you were reproducing the sounds. That class was very interesting. I liked it. It was one of our first classes, right? So the phonemes, remember, phonemes, the smallest unit of the words. Here had some representations. You say, well, short and long vowel sounds. The examples are words, word that has phonemes, word that has morphemes, word that has graphemes. You got it? That's it. So here I had some phonemes and consonants, Yara, and diphthongs, consonant blend. And let me see the awareness of rhyme and alliteration. Now pay attention to this one. Rhymes are the words that are very close in sounds or in pronunciation, like peep, peep, and click. And when we say alliterations, are words that start with the same onset. What is onset? Inicio. Onset significa inicio, con la palabra inicial. Eso es alliteration. ¿Qué significa? Son palabras que comienzan con la misma letra. Por ejemplo, Peter, Piper, Pete, Peck, all the verbs. So you have here a sentence, and this sentence have the same letter at the beginning of the word. A eso se le conoce como alliteration. Rhymes significa que tengan rima, que suenen iguales. ¿Okay? Alliteration significa que cada palabra en una oración comienza con la misma letra, como el ejemplo que tienen ahí. See, this is something that we already explained it. In here you have something very complicated to read it, and it says, can you read this? Very different, right? I couldn't believe that I could actually understand what I was reading using the in well, I just took it from the internet, these parts, believe me. Just bring it for you because I want to explain to you the importance of phonemes. So here you find the phonemes, right? You can understand the phonemes and you can say, well, I understand some of those words according to the phonemes. Yes, I know. It's like It's very difficult to pronounce it, but you recognize some words according to the phonemes, and that's it. Okay, guys, now I want to take you with me. One other thing I want you to rewrite today. ¿Sí? Vamos a irnos a una lectura. Espero que podamos participar. Acá. This is one of my platforms, right, that I choose for teaching. Así que yo siempre, todas las plataformas que tengo de enseñanza se las coloco para que puedan practicar ustedes también. Vamos a ver acá. Sí, this one. Vamos a leer. We're gonna reading about business. Yes, business. Okay. So here you have the business parts, and let me see. Ahorita me quiero buscar si está en basic. Vamos a ponerlo en, bueno, solo en basic. ¿Me deja? Bien, vamos a leerlo entonces. Es pequeño. I believe that this was very different. Here you have it. Vamos a leerlo en avanzado, no en básico. Ok, here you have it. You can see it. Luego podemos contestar esta pregunta si quieren. Dice Discoveries Magazine March 2022. Vamos a aprovechar esta plataforma, ¿verdad? Me gusta siempre traérsela. Vamos a pedirle que nos colabore a sí, a Maribel Torres. Are you here, Maribel Torres?
Yes, mister.
Very good. Can you please start reading the first paragraph until the second paragraph until here? It says, what kinds of jobs can drums do? So we're gonna start. And the rest one, please pay attention because we're gonna be trying to answer this one right correctly. 5 questions in here. 1, 2, 3. You may start.
Okay. Joe Dewar of North Carolina, U.S., walked into his backyard, picks up a bag of food, and carried it into the house. That's pretty cool, he says. Dewar's dinner has come from the sky. Dewar received his food delivery from a local restaurant, but instead of it coming with a delivery person, it was dropped off by an autonomous flying drone. Drones are a small vehicle with propellers flown via remote control. The drone company, Flightry, was responsible for door delivery. Flytrack worked with U.S. restaurant companies, serving to thousands of customers in North Carolina, North Dakota, and California, and they're continuing to expand.
Okay, nice. How you felt? ¿Cómo se sintió? How do you feel reading this one? Do you find some complicated words to pronounce?
Yes,
Okay,
a lot of
nice.
complicated words.
A lot of complicated words to pronounce. Nice. Vamos a pedirle a alguien más que nos lea el siguiente párrafo, los siguientes 2 párrafos, ¿verdad? Let me see. Now a boy. Carlos Alfredo, are you here, Carlos Alfredo?
Yes, mister, I'm here.
Okay, you can continue reading this one. from 2 until drones.
Okay. To get a drone food delivery, you place an order through an app. The food arrives in about 30 minutes. Each drone has a special box attached to it to hold the food. It can carry up to 3 kilograms, travels at about 51 kilometers per hour, and can fly approximately 8 kilometers round trip. Upon arrival, doors on the bottom of the box open. Then, a bag of food attached to a wheel is lowered into the customer jar. Traditional food delivery vehicles need to deal with traffic and other delays, but drones about traffic by flying about 60 meters above the ground. Delivery drones are also renewed than conventional delivery methods. Unlike cars, drones don't create air pollution. Using drones can also help companies save money. Instead of hiring multiple delivery drivers, for example, one employee can control many drones.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for helping us. So it's something maybe very useful for companies, but um, many people will be like fire, right? For this invention. So continue with the last two, right? From bat until words, and the last person will be, let's see, Guadalupe Antonio. Are you here, Guadalupe Antonio?
Yes.
Very good. Can you please continue reading this one, the last two?
Okay. But not everyone agrees that drone delivery is a good idea. Using drones means fewer delivery jobs for humans. A person can make between 2 to 4 deliveries per hour, while flightless drones can make up to 10. That also means that people cooking and preparing the food orders have to work much more quickly. And most food companies aren't increasing their number of employees or raising workers' salaries for these working conditions. Restaurants and food companies, however, are excited about that developing industry. For now, Flighters is one of a handful of companies offering the drone delivery service, but the industry is expected to expand quickly with more and more drones taking to the skies, bringing food to happy customers like tours.
Okay, thank you so much for helping us to finish this reading. And now we are having 5 different questions in here. And well, we're gonna be giving you the opportunity to answer it together, right? And the first question will be passed for Daniel Diaz. Daniel Diaz, are you here?
Yes, I am here, mister.
Okay, can you please give us the first answer? Joe, the word
Your receipt food but via a drone.
by drums, okay. This one, nice, vamos a ver. Pasemos a la siguiente. The second one, can you please, let me see. Ahora le voy a preguntar a una señorita. Reina Sofía, can you please give us the second answer for this one? Each delivery drone has? Okay. Let me see. Celine, what about you, Celine? Each delivery drone has doors, a box, a propellers, has propellers, or all of the above.
I think that it is all of the above.
Okay. All of the above. Now this one, Flytrex has drones in every state of the United States. True, false, we don't know. What about you? Let me see. Raquel Lizama.
I'm not sure, but I think it's false. I don't remember something like it's false.
False. Okay, nice. Okay, number 4. What about you? Andrea Orellana. What about you, Andrea Orellana? According to the article, what is not true about drone delivery? Oh, Andrea's not in here, maybe. Bella Lorena.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Maybe there there are no traffic details.
This one. Okay. And the last one. What about you? Let me see. Is someone who's not participated? Viviana. Viviana Mercedes. What about you, Viviana? Number 5. Which is the best answer for number 5? According to
Yeah,
the article.
I think there will be fewer delivery jobs for people.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, nice. Okay, let me see. Check answers. Yes, very good. We'll see answers. Let me see if I can see it. Oh, in this case, right? To say this one, there is no traffic, I think. Tenía que haber ido dándole. Pensé que no era así. No, it's not this one. Alguien dijo esta, ¿verdad? In this one, you say false. Yes, it is false. In this one, you say all of the above. Yes, very good, Silene. And in this one, you say the number 1. Yes, this one, you said this one, right? And yes, just 1. 1 out of 5, okay? You can see here, you have practiced something from the TOEFL test. This is something from the TOEFL. You can see here is something from the TOEFL test. This is the platform from the creators of the TOEFL. So you have practiced today. This, right? You have to be doing this. Remember, you have to practice this kind of activities because in this way you're gonna be working, you're gonna be acquiring more. Deben estar estudiando temas así, miren, temas relacionados a esto. Lectura de arte, medio ambiente, negocio. You are not reading, start doing it. Todo esto, business, science, technology, lifestyle, art, sport, health, general interest, and education. You have to. Deben estar estudiando temas relacionados con esto, leyendo para que puedan mejorar su nivel y para que puedan mejorar su vocabulario. No, it's not for free. This is something from the school I work, but I share with you, right? In our classes, some readings, some activities, but it's not for free, so sorry. Yes, I know. Okay, guys. Well, I don't know if you have any question or if you want to ask something to go into our classes.
Yes, mister. I don't know if I didn't hear that, but when is the deadline to participate in the forum?
Okay, 2 questions, right? Number 1, you. No, there is no deadline to participate in the forum. You can participate, well, you can start participating from now, right? From 9 o'clock until maybe the end of the week, right? You can, but you have to remember, maybe I can give you some extra points for that participation. And the second question is if you're gonna be having or attending some face-to-face classes, and the answer is yes. Okay, we're gonna be going to the university, return to the university. Sorry, right? Just want to apologize with you because the last month I couldn't stay there, but this month we are gonna be returning back to the university. I think that this coming Saturday we're having face-to-face classes. Yes, Joanna, you appear.
Oh, yes, Mr. Sorry for that. I have problems with the internet connections. And my
Okay,
question is if you are going to upload this class, I can hear you very well.
if I what? You please repeat it?
If you are going to upload the link of this class, yes, I have problems with my connection and I
Oh,
can't
yes.
very well.
Yes. Remember that every class is recorded every day, right? Every Saturday, I mean. And I am loading every link to the platform. Recuerden, bueno, no sé, veamos acá. Recordarles esto, las clases siempre quedan grabadas aquí. Aquí donde dice record, acá. Le damos solo clic aquí y siempre van a aparecer todas las clases. Siempre. Y las clases que
Okay,
están aquí,
thank you,
así que
Mr.
son asíncronas. So you can watch it whatever you want, right? Nice. Okay, guys, I think we have already finished. Espero hayan aprendido algo hoy acerca de Phonological Awareness. Are we going to give us this result? Should we do it? You're talking about Celine, you're talking about the midterm exam, or you're talking about the TOEFL activity?
No, the midterm exam, like
Oh,
the
yes.
grades and the sheets of paper.
Yes. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, nice. So thank you for coming, guys. Have a nice day. God bless you. And take care, right? Just the forum today, and that's it. And keep working on your recorded video.